Inside of UChat, you have a native e-commerce section which you can use to build your own web shops. So this means that you can build your own online shops without needing an actual website. This web shop can then be used in any of your chatbots. But having the full functionality of our really extensive API, as you can see here, there are a lot of actions that you could use to really build an advanced e-commerce native system inside of your chatbots. Although this can be daunting and requires some development tasks, we made it really easy to use them directly inside the Flow Builder instead. So you don't need any experience as a developer. The way this works, if you go inside of your Flow Builder, you will be able to access those API endpoints really easily with an action node. If you go with an action node and say add item, e-commerce, and if we go with e-commerce API, you will now see that you have access to pretty much every single e-commerce API endpoint from the developer's docs. This means that you don't have to set up all of those API endpoints and external requests yourself, and you can still use it really easily. So for example, if we want to fetch all the available products, we can easily do so, or use one of the filters in order to search for a specific product. So if we are just going to fetch the products as is, you will see it will fetch the first 10 products without any difficulties. Of course, you can map everything towards your own liking, towards any custom fields. So for example, if you want to list all of the specific sections like different kinds of products here, you can map that towards a JSON field towards your own liking. Or you can also map individual sections as well. Totally depends on your own use case. If we take a look at specific products, so for example, we can see we have an ID here, right? Let's just copy and paste this. So let's copy this. And if we go with get a specific product, we can just go with the product ID. And if we say test request, then we'll fetch only that single product information. As you can see here, you will get the information on like the image, the name, the product ID, the pricing, the description, and if it contains any more variants, then those will show up here as well. So you can easily do that without any developer knowledge. Same goes with product tags. If we go with product types, that's also possible. If you want to list your vendors, that's a possibility. So fetching your discount codes is also possible, deleting as well. And you can also list your store locations, find nearby store locations if you like to. For this, you will need the latitude and longitude, and you could use Google Maps or our Mapbox integration for this specific feature. You can also just say list store locations. If we say test request, then it will fetch all the store locations that you have set up under your e-commerce settings. And here you will also have your latitude and longitude already set up, which you can of course map towards your own liking. This is how easy it is to use the e-commerce API actions inside of your Flow Builder instead of needing to build your own native external requests to call the API endpoints and map everything accordingly.